welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show. We're bringing...
The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. DA, take it away.
Well, almost all.
You're right, DA. It'll be scary. Thanks. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved, and it's about your standings in the conference, and also it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in LA and say, "Hey, we're the best right now."
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. And he makes that one.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, GA, great look, high percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
Levine can't hit. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Takes it down to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Now here's Levine. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Matthews, and it's sent back by Carter.
An aggressive defender. Carter Jr. also excels at using his physical advantages to turn shots back.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Levine with the slam.
You just see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. He has endless ups.
Now here's Bledsoe. And it's White with the rebound.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Levine, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's just a real concentration from Levine, accepting the hit and finding a way to work through it.
Well, Zach LaVine possesses a speed, Chris, and a burst that makes him a very tough matchup.
Yeah, and he has a great first step. When he's trying to beat a defender off the bounce, you can't let him get an edge to the hoop. He'll flush it on your head 9 times out of 10.
Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
They double him with Matthews. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around, and it comes off the front of the rim. Matthews finds Giannis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. You had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's White. Outside, Porter. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's White missing. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Bledsoe. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots this quarter.
Markkanen dishes to Levine. Here's the floater. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
No fear trying his luck inside. You know he has hops. And the Bulls last year, Kevin, had a lot of holes in their teams. They struggled on offense as well as defense, and their lack of outside shooting was one of their bigger issues.
First free throw is good. C-Webb, the Bulls last year, bottom 2 offense in the league.
Yeah, only slightly better than the Knicks. I mean, you know, Kevin, injuries hurt, and they had to suit up 22 different players last year. But overall, this team has a lot of work to do on the offensive end to improve.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, back in 2017, Zach LaVine tore his ACL, ended a promising season with Minnesota. That offseason, while rehabbing, LaVine was traded to the Bulls, but he used both events to fuel his career.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Lobs it up for Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Go get it, young man. Go get it. LaVine's so fun to watch on these alley-oops.
Bucks trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Right the pass to Markkanen. There's the dish to Porter. Bulls moving the ball around. Carter kicks to White. Back to Carter. Great D that time from Giannis.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Bledsoe, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
And that one's good by Porter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks trail by 6. Bledsoe finds Antetokounmpo. And here's Middleton. He's guarded by Markkanen. Back to Antetokounmpo. Off target from 3-point range. For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Right the pass to Markkanen. To the inside. And Levine with the slam.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Bledsoe. Can they get it? Nice D from Porter.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. You think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris. The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh.
You did both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, remember what Derrick Rose did over back in the day? Oh, my goodness. Off the two. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone. Or Giannis dunking on anyone. Or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So, me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something. Yeah. Give me something.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Matthews. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Bucks, trailing by 10. Middleton outside. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock to end the run. No good from Connaughton.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And White kicks to Levine. Back to White. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. And now a 12-point Bulls lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Bledsoe outside. Here's the teardrop. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's White, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw, no good. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Markkanen. Milwaukee also making some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The Bulls making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, Giannis. They could use a bucket. Hits it from three-point range. Giannis has got 5.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of danger.
There's the double team with Korver. It's blocked.
I'd love to see more of this from Ilyasova. I mean, he has the reach to swat away shots.
Korver gets a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. Chicago leading by 10. The feed to Porter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And last season, Otto Porter on the move, Chris. He was traded at the deadline to the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, and he has fit right in since joining the Bulls. I mean, they needed his outside shooting. Porter is still very young and can grow to be a part of this young Bulls core.
Free throw good, Porter.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
Satoransky's checked in for Levine. The Bucks also with the sub. Brook Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Porter drops them both.
You know, the versatility of Porter is huge. I mean, he's an outstanding perimeter defender, in addition also to being a proven scorer.
Now here's Korver. And Lopez has it in the corner to the paint. The kick out to Hill. 5 on the clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 20-5 run. Dunn against Hill. Dunn dishes to Porter. Here's Hutchison. No good from outside.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Hill looking around. Pass to Connaughton. The pass to Ilyasova. Moves back up. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Offensive rebounding is all about persistence. Ilyasova showing plenty of it on that possession.
Dunn passes to Porter. Young outside. Pass to Hutchison. Here's Dunn. Here's Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now, here is Hill. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lopez. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Dunn passes to Hutchison. To the middle. Here's Porter. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Connaughton. Hill finds Ilyasova. Now Hill. Dunn covering. From deep. Satoransky grabs the miss. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. 10-point lead. Young with no one around. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Inside. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Fleshing out his interior game bit by bit. Ilyasova knows he has the skills to get it done.
Dunn dishes to Young. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think offensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooting.
Now, here's Lopez. No good with the fallback jumper. 40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Swiped away. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Poked away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Shots good from Young. Young's got 6. 23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now Hill still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Down low. And Lopez gets it to go.
Refusing to be tied down. Lopez is good at exploiting the D and nailing the shot.
Porter with it. From deep 3-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. There are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's.
The Nigerian way, you gotta.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Chicago right now, we've got Valentine. Chris Dunn is out there with Satoransky. Then it's Young, and it's Hutchinson in at the power forward. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks.
Now look, and Ilyasova played the first 7 seasons of his career with the Bucks. He bounced around since then, but he earns minutes wherever he goes.
So he gets them both. From a pure entertainment standpoint, who's a player that you think is must-watch TV?
Oh, man, you got to go Curry, Lillard, Harden, Giannis, Embiid, Simmons. I mean, you can just keep going. Let's go Lou Will off the bench. Let's even go defensively. You can even go Patrick Beverly. So many guys that is just so much fun to watch play. Must-see TV.
Bucks trail by 8. Hill kicks to Lopez. Passes it to Ilyasova. And Young comes over to help. Pass to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads from 13. Here's Ilyasova. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ilyasova's got 8 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Korver. To the inside. Here's Hill. Not going to go that time. Good defensive work there by Young. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Hutchison. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
The pass to Korver. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Korver's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here is Satoransky. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Dunn. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Bucks trail by 7. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Lays it up off the glass.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Here's Hutchison. He dishes it to Young. And it's done in the corner. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Bulls lead by 8.
What touch on the deep ball. You can see Dunn becoming more confident in his long-range shot.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
An almost entirely new group. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. Markkanen comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Levine's checked in for Satoransky, and it's White in for Dunn. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. Matthews, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Levine against Matthews. Levine passes to White for the 3. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks trail by 8. Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
White finds Carter. Puts it up from 12. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Well, Jim Boylan, he won the Chicago head coaching job after his interim stint. The fans were unsure of the hire, but the front office believes in him moving forward.
Ilyasova against Levine. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Matthews scanning the floor. He kicks to Middleton. And that one is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And for Boylan, Chris, he's been a bit demanding on his roster.
Yeah, Kevin, it's going to be tough. He's tasked with molding this young Bulls core. I mean, the front office wanted a hard-nosed coach. They believe they found their guy with Boylan's approach.
Bulls have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Free throw good, Levine. And so Levine nails both of them. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? Oh, wow. Look out.
It's a beautiful jam.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And stolen by White. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Bucks trail by 6. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. And there's Ilyasova on the assist by Matthews. Ilyasova's got 10 points. White the pass to Carter. Kicks it to Valentine. Over Middleton. Valentine shot good. Valentine's got his second basket.
Oh, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Levine. Goes up. And Levine throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah. Bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And that one is good. He has 5.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Marking it into the lane. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Getting better at realizing when to penetrate. Give Markin the lane, and he's happy to take it.
Here's Bledsoe. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
No good on the free throw. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Valentine. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Levine dishes to Porter. Over in the corner, White. Clock at 6. Feeds to Markkanen. Stolen by Bledsoe. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
The Bulls leading by 5. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Carter looking around. Dishes to Levine. Pass to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And it's good off the back rim and in.
He moves well without the ball. Carter Jr. positions himself well for catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Bledsoe outside. Porter with a block.
Lockdown defense from Porter. He extends out beautifully to come up with these type of ejections.
White finds Carter. Markkanen in the corner. They double him with Middleton. Bulls moving the ball around. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
White against Bledsoe. High, arcing shot, and the layup is good. Bledsoe's got 5 points so far.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Levine can't hit. Bucks trail by 8. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. Here's Antetokounmpo. Markkanen pulls it in. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Up and in on the layup. He's got 5.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Bledsoe looking around. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Markkanen. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, and with Lauri Markkanen, you know you're going to get shooting from his spot. Great release and has been efficient from range since his rookie year.
Here's Carter. The rebound by the Bucks.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
To the paint, here's Markkanen, and the layup's good off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Chicago lead. And Chris, with Markkanen, the shooting frees up the rest of his offensive game.
Yeah, and he's better than you think at going to the rim. He doesn't go by anyone that has the length and the hops on his drives to get a solid look while on the move.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Bucks trail by 10. Middleton on the wing. Bledsoe against Porter. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Bulls. White's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He feeds it to Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Off the entire arsenal right now. Levine so outstanding in scoring in a multitude of ways.
Here's Antetokounmpo. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Lauri Markkanen. The Bucks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Chicago making some changes. Young comes in for Wendell Carter. And it's done in for White. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Corver comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Free throw good. Giannis.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Markkanen and Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. $50 left to play here in the half. Back to Antetokounmpo. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Pass to Levine. Dunn wide open. He fires. The Bulls keep it alive. Levine, good.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hill. And he banks in the layup. Hill's got his first points in this one.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Levine. 24 points for him. Done outside. No good on the triple. And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've set the tone.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports. Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He ended up with 24 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Now let me give you what you came for.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Oh, you're so right, Greg. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
On the court for the Bucks, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
And they double up on antetokounmpo. A 3-ball. Lopez, no luck.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Tipped away. And it's the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about the field.
Porter finds Carter. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And he's good on the 3-ball. 27 points for Zach LaVine.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Bledsoe outside. Antetokounmpo. White against Bledsoe. Shoots the 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside. And Markkanen throws it down.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Bledsoe. Another shot. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Lopez.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Carter, the pass to LaVine. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And because of his skill set, LaVine often puts the defense in tight spots. I mean, you have to be careful guarding.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. A 12-point game. There's the pass to Middleton. to the middle. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 8 points for Brook Lopez.
The main area of expertise for Lopez, I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to cash in from there.
Levine against Matthews. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 30.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Here's Bledsoe. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Carter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Bledsoe, and he drops it in from the low post. Bledsoe's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Floats one, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Milwaukee shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Some changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky subbed in for White. Free throw good. Giannis. Here's Levine. He's got 32. Pass to Carter. Now here's Satoransky. Lopez covering. Passes it to Hutchison. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Levine. Offline with his 3. Bucks trail by 7 and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
They double him with Middleton. Here's Hutchison. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 4th assist in this one.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Satoransky against Bledsoe. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Here's Lopez. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Satoransky kicks to Levine. Now Valentine. Now the pass to Satoransky. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo finds Matthews. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Denzel Valentine. For Milwaukee, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Chicago. Free throw, good. Matthews. The Bulls leading by 5. Satoransky with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Hutchison. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Satoransky looking around. Launches it. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Valentine passes to Satoransky. Pass to Hutchison. Shot clock at 5. Now the feed to Young. Here's Satoransky. A three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen it. They've got to communicate much better on it.
Chicago making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Matthews. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Different look for Milwaukee. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Here's Lopez. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of his guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
Teardrop shot. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally. Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
Young against Lopez. Passes to Satoransky. Trying to get something going, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brook Lopez. And not many checks in the NBA, but C-Web, Tomas Satoransky leading the way on that front.
Yeah. Best player from the country that is having a golden age for their national team. Satoransky, I mean, he said that he is very proud to represent the Czechs in the NBA, and he's doing a great job at it.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Connaughton. Outside Korver. Giannis high post. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Chicago leading. And here is Dunn. A second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Dunn's got 5.
And that's the muscle his teammates like to see done. Refusing to take no for an answer.
Hill inside. Dunn covering. And the basket by Hill.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now here's Satoransky. He's guarded closer, and the shot goes in.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Hill dishes to Lopez. He kicks it to Giannis. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Pass to Satoransky. Puts one up. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid up and in by Young. 8 points for him.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Giannis inside, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Done against Hill. Now, here's Dunn. Tight defense on him. 5 to shoot. And here's Valentine for 3. Kept alive.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Hill finds Giannis. Here's Connaughton for the tie. Here's Giannis. That one goes. Count it. Now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Back to Satoransky. The pass to Valentine. Takes the 3. Here's Young. And no good. Good D by Giannis. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Lopez. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Only so much you can do. Sometimes guarding Lopez inside is an impossible task.
Dunn kicks to Young. Satoransky the pass to Young. Rebound Milwaukee. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
And he comes up with the deuce. 33 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Young finds Satoransky. And again, unable to change momentum here. Milwaukee leading by 3. Now here's Korver. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. For 3. But they'll get another chance. Tries again. No good that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Inside, it's Young and Markkanen. White is out there with Chris Dunn, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
Kicks it to Dunn. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Loads it up for Giannis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Outside, Porter. Great tee that time from Middleton. Bucks leading by 7. Here's Hill. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Porter. To the inside. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Porter. Porter's got 6 assists now in the game. Dunn against Hill. And it's blocked.
The coaching staff loves this. They know Markkanen has the length needed to swat a lot of shots away.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Milwaukee. To the paint, here's Lopez. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Dunn dishes to Porter. Lopez over to help. Porter passes to White. 6 to shoot. Over Lopez. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And what stands out to me about White, he's confident but resourceful. He's going to find a way to help you win.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 7. Porter finds Markkanen. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Bulls making a switch here. Levine's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Matthews is checked in. That's tipped. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis is running. Here's Middleton. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Levine kicks to Porter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Steps back and fires. And it's Chicago scoring again.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind, he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
Here's Bledsoe, and the shot goes in.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Carter, the pass to Levine. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Yep, it counts.
And what about the touch on the floater? Levine making a difficult shot look easy.
And they double up Giannis. Bledsoe against White. Shot's good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 4 points this quarter.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. Passes it to Markkanen. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Inside. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 4 assists in the game.
And the touch from Markkanen there. I like how he keeps his body control on these tricky buckets.
Here's Lopez. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
White finds Carter. Pass to Porter. Lopez over to help. Levine wide open from outside, off the mark.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. It's good on the putback.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
Levine against Matthews. He kicks it to Bledsoe. Count it. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And the pass to Markkanen. Here's Carter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Oh, and the potential Carter Jr. has is enticing. A multi-talented big who plays with the real competitive fire.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, it didn't take long, Chris, before the Bulls started viewing Wendell Carter as their center for the future.
Yeah, about halfway through the season. He was on a short list of won't-be-traded players for the Bulls. It's not easy to find a big man that fits into the team as well as Carter does with the Bulls.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, a solid start to his rookie year for Wendell Carter. And ultimately it was cut short as he had to have surgery on his thumb. But he showed why he was drafted so high.
Bledsoe outside. Softly drops in the floater. Bledsoe's got 10 points here in the second half.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
And for Carter, after being shut down, Chris, he said he couldn't wait for summer to start so he could improve.
I mean, that's the way the NBA goes, and you have to want to better your game the way Carter does to make it in the NBA. He showed just how much he can impact the floor in his limited time, and this team is excited about what he can do. It tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, Greg, and it's more than just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been active and aggressive.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. White. That's in there. Carter with the assist. White's got 4 points this quarter.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And the shot goes down.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. They double him with Giannis. And Levine with the slam.
What a wonderful dunker. Give Levine any opportunity to flush it home. He won't pass it up.
Matthews passes to Bledsoe. Trying to get open is Lopez. And rebounds again.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. Levine finds Carter. They double him with Matthews. Levine looking around. 5 on the clock. Back to Carter. The dish to Porter. Over Middleton. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks leading by 11. Up top, Bledsoe. Loads it up for Giannis.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Levine. Down low, Markkanen. Chalk up 2 there.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird, if you like. Fantastic stretch 4, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
Antetokounmpo against Markkanen. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Levine with it, outguarded by Giannis. Bledsoe against Levine. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Markkanen.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Bledsoe against White. No good from Bledsoe. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And White kicks to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
And this gets the team fired up. Levine is an energizer who enjoys dropping the hammer on the drive.
Milwaukee leading by 8. And they double up Giannis. Bledsoe dishes to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Middleton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr. Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Middleton hits them both. The Bulls shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Matthews against Levine. Carter outside. Puts up a three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
7 feet tall. Lopez is hard to deal with, especially when he's this close to the rim.
That's good from Brook Lopez. And both free throws good for Lopez.
An effective low post score with a feathery touch. Lopez continues to prove his worth in this league.
Levine with it. Matthews covering. Out to the right wing. Markkanen trying to break loose. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that one falls for White. Second free throw, no good.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated and miss even one free throw right now.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Milwaukee.
Didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity, and not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. DJ Wilson comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brown is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Bucks with possession. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Outside Hill. Lopez outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was.
David, thank you as always.